Hey team, welcome back to the Leopardsgowild. If you're new here, we live full-time on the road in New Zealand, adventuring around all the beautiful places that our country has to offer, as long as it's free or low cost. This episode, we're in Northland Paradise, a place I stumbled across on a run a few years ago. This spot doesn't seem to show up on the apps either. It's beautiful, the water's clear and safe, and there's plenty of adventures to be had here at Whananaki South. But getting here with a massive caravan was a bit of a wild adventure on a gravel road. Now we've stayed close by before at Otamudi or Whananaki North, but driving to this spot, there's a gravel road that can connect these beaches, but no camper vans or caravans are allowed. So to get here from there is actually quite the trek for somewhere so close. But here at Whananaki South, there's no facilities, no water, so we decided to load up with water at our last spot at Urutiti Beach and head out for the hour-long drive.
Just think of the days that we have let go to waste. It's time for a change. I'm ready to face whatever it takes. I got this feeling of fire inside. Watch me reach up, pull the sun from the sky. I'm all done waiting for life to arrive. I'm gonna make today my life.
So this was the most difficult part of the road, a big sweeping downhill corrugated corner. We needed to take up the whole road to get around this one.
Watch me reach up, pull the sun from the sky. I'm all done waiting for life to arrive.
Cool, well we have arrived. There's actually quite a few people here. It's not as secretive as I thought. So we'll go and see where we want to be. It is the weekend, I guess. So it's about 10 kilometers of gravel road to get here, but it is totally well worth it because it's such a beautiful spot and it doesn't cost you anything to camp here. It's free. Absolutely beautiful. Some awesome waves of boogie boarding and body surfing on. We wasted no time. We were back to the caravan to get changed into our togs so that we could go for a swim and enjoy that beautiful water. For dinner tonight, we are making some Thai green curry. We're pretty much using mostly frozen vegetables for this one. And we've got a bit of chicken that we're going to add to it. And some rice. Pretty easy camping meal. I just grabbed the old stir fry mix. Goes a long way and you can use it in lots of different things. And we like getting these frozen little pre-done capsicums. $4 for a whole bag of pre-cut capsicum. Cheaper than you could buy it fresh, that's for sure. There is a fresh onion and fresh broccoli in here, but otherwise everything else was frozen. Because our oldest daughter Jade is a vegetarian, we have pulled hers out early and put some mushrooms in it, so she's going to have some mushrooms as a bit of a meat alternative. And I've just added the chicken now, so the veggies are kind of cooked off. Right, while we're here cooking, I have a little hack for you too. If you're doing curry or something with coconut cream, I just throw the whole can into the pot like this, so that way all of the curry, all the coconut cream melts into the curry. It's really good. Otherwise, you know, you're trying to scrape it out of the tin and it never really all comes out and you end up wasting it, or you try and swirl it with water and it just doesn't do the trick, so just throw the whole can in. If it's lacking flavour, I normally just add a bit of extra curry powder, maybe a bit of vegetable stock, and I always add like a tablespoon of brown sugar. Just brings out more flavours, a bit of extra richness to the sauce. Yum.
That's good though, that's a good balance. My fave.
Sweet, well that's dinner team. Pretty tasty. I'm gonna go put up a time lapse now because the sun's going down. Could be good. Let's have a look. Actually, Soph, how's your dinner? Is it yum?
This is delicious. I'm not so hopeful about the sunset.
What about yours, Riley?
Oh wow.
Oh, it's divine.
Is it? What a difference a day makes, eh? It was pretty busy here yesterday and now it's a ghost town. It's part of the beauty of the full-time travelling is that the weekends sometimes places like this do fill up again, and then by the week everyone's gone back to work, back to school, and these places are pretty much deserted. There's one person there, a couple down there.
I've seen the stars on the ocean, and fields of grass beneath the blue. I've heard the songs of summer singing, like a humming hymn of June. There's always something around the corner, something more to be found. And I'm sure the coast of California are beautiful right now. And New York sky shines so bright, but to tell you the truth, honey, I just wanna come home to you. Somewhere far the birds are flying.
Currently we're staying at Whananaki South Beach, but Mum, Jade, Toby and our cousin Noah and I are going to go for a walk to Whananaki to go to the shop to get some snacks and lollies for a movie, so we'll show you the walk there.
So you do need to backtrack along the gravel road until you reach the footbridge. This was built in 1947 so children could safely get across this estuary to school. This is the longest footbridge in the southern hemisphere. Before this bridge, the kids would be rowed across in a boat by their teacher.
Longest bridge in the southern hemisphere, and it's high tide, but the tide is still coming in. That doesn't make sense.
The shop here is pretty well stocked with all the basics and treats you want when you're camping, and you don't want to have to drive back to town. So the kids eyed up their lollies and made their choices for the movie. They also took the opportunity to post some of their schoolwork from Takuta back to school. And yep, that rain came, so it was the perfect opportunity to sit down and watch a classic, Home Alone.
Kevin, do you have something to say?
has not really been a very nice day today, but we live in hope because tomorrow is supposed to be nice and the sun has joined us for the last part of today, which is good. The next morning that sun was out and was oh so motivating.
We're going on a walk to the hill over there, and there's a monument, and come look at my sandcastle.
Yep, Toby and his cousin Noah spent a lot of time building this big sandcastle by hand.
I use my hands.
And he wanted you all to see his sandcastle before he wandered off to the hill to go and check out the monument. This is one of those parts of New Zealand that's quite undeveloped, eh? Like, this here is the road into a bunch of the beach houses that are along here. I'd say pretty limited restrictions on what you're allowed to build out this way. Should be one of those places, eh? If you could afford it, buy a bit of land out here. It might be the next up and coming. It's so beautiful.
Grab your coat and an open mind, 'cause when we do, we're white as sky. So clap your hands and stomp your feet, and would you build something with me? There were castles built in backyards. We never had to go far to be king and queen. We'll go drinking high and ocean deep. And would you build something with me? You see, the thing about magic is that we all once had it. Went out of habit, we made something from nothing. In all this madness.
Here's the monument to the Capitan Bougainville caught fire. 1975, Mike, did you believe that?
Nah, I couldn't believe it.
Might question my history. 16 people lost their lives, and they were rescued. Other people were rescued by the local people who live here.
It's hard to believe such a tragedy could happen, especially standing out here and seeing how calm and settled the ocean is. These are the stories that you hear about from the 1800s, not 1975. It must have been wild out there. One thing's for sure though, is that this place has some beautiful views. The good thing about doing this walk at low tide is you can turn it into a loop. And you know I like loop walks, so we're going back along the normal pathway, which is a part of the Te Araroa Trail. Welcome to New Zealand. It's been 8 minutes and 54 seconds since we were in the sun, and now it's raining. It's raining.
Yeah.
And would you build something with me? You won't believe what your eyes will see when you build something.
This is not the day that we had anticipated. That wind has picked up, it's howling out there. The sun is out, we've had a couple of showers, but it's our last day here, so I'm just going to go for a fish anyway. We've got some fishing bait to use up. It's just about high tide. Just have to suck it up, I guess. Wind is the pits. It's the destroyer of good times, especially camping at the beach. I'm sure we've all had our joy stolen from us by the wind when we were expecting a nice day. But the sound and the feeling of it when you're out in it all day, or in a tent, it drives you mental. We definitely have some bad memories tent camping back in the day. But it didn't seem to stop Toby and his cousin Noah from building their castle. What a cool castle! The next day, which was our actual last day, was nice, still and peaceful. We decided to wander down to the end of the beach to explore the rocks to see what we could find down there. Whoa!
Riley, quick! There's two huge
He's
crabs.
so scared.
See, look, he's got big claws. And there's another one under there.
Starfish.
Graceful eyes with mine. Mystified, we found ourselves the better halves of someone else. Lucky gamblers caught under a spell. Oh, like lovers at the wishing well.
All four of these kids are in bare feet walking around with all these crabs on sharp rocks. I'm glad I brought my jandals. Riley, how's the rocks feel on your feet?
A bit spiky, but they're alright, I guess.
How's your kiwi? This water was really clear and really deep, far different to the other side of the rocks. It's amazing how much fun can be had just by going for a short walk down to the end of the beach and seeing what's hanging out over at the rocks. Crabs, well, there was a lot of them here.
Moon is showing off again, dancing with the silver grin and spinning wild.
Holy!
Even though this spot isn't so remote, it is still so peaceful. It's awesome out here. Because we've got Oma and Alpa here with us, we're going to leave the kids here with some noodles and sandwiches, and me and Soph are going to walk across the footbridge to the cafe and go and have a little date lunch today, because it's not open in the evenings, but it is not this time of the year anyway. So the kids are having noodles.
Good on you, kids.
Sandwich. Well, bye kids, hope you enjoy your lunch. That was me and Soph in the truck driving the 1 kilometre to the footbridge. I must say though, some of the bridges that we have been across in the South Island that are closed because they're not deemed safe enough, this one is pretty rotten. Yep, some of our South Island adventures were kind of ruined by DOC closing what appears to be very safe bridges. It's kind of embarrassing and frustrating when you get somewhere and the bridges are closed, but this one's still open, which I'm grateful for. These places look a lot more spectacular when the sun is out. It's pretty grey and dull today. When the sun's shining on this water, it's so clear. You can normally see big kahawai as well swimming underneath this bridge. This is Whananaki North School, or Whananaki School. What a cool spot for a school, eh? Playground, water. Look at that, eh? Good old Northland. The school allows you to camp here in the holidays and on the weekends. Not too badly priced either, and it's cool having the playground if you've got kids right there. Then back to the Whananaki general store, cafe, post office takeaway joint for a burger and some fries. A simple but yummy menu. Beautiful burger, slightly disappointed that my fish fillet was like a supermarket frozen pre-battered one, but it's still yummy. And Soph, well, she got a Hawaiian chicken burger. And then we thought we'd take you down to the harbour to show you something that we thought was very cool in the water. Well, we have discovered that Wanaka tree. It's that Whananaki tree. What's impressive about this one is it's growing in the salt water, and it does really resemble that Wanaka tree. Definitely getting a few showers now. Time to cross the bridge. Lucky we drove, otherwise we might get a lot wetter. Back across the bridge to the caravan, to the truck. Our 5-night stay here was quite impacted by the weather, either overcast, cloudy days or wind. We were at least in Northland where it's warm and we were able to get out there and do stuff still. But next time we're at Mai Tai Bay. These beautiful places are why we rushed from the South Island all the way to Northland. Summer doesn't last forever, so we really wanted to enjoy these spots in the warm weather. Just look at how incredible this place is. We'll look forward to showing it all to you in the next one. See you later.